The beacon did not ping. It howled. A jagged frequency tore through subspace relays before it reached the flagship Grimhowl on the edge of the rift. Commander, Aryukesh heard it twice. He did not need a third time. He sat in the command cradle, claws digging into the armrests until the alloy complained. 2 signatures. 2 small signatures. Pack-Young, missing, confirmed alive, and drifting near a human vessel. Humans, Deathworld survivors. The kind of species the galaxy called unstable because impossible did not stick to them. They endured radiation that cooked most organics. They metabolized toxins like casual stimulants. They evolved on a planet that tried to kill them every season. The Hollow Accord said humans were allies. Rock did not care what treaties said. He cared what instincts screamed. Someone touched the young. The bridge went quiet as he rose. His body unfolded to full height. 3 meters of corded muscle beneath charcoal fur. Keratin ridges armored his shoulders. His pack mark glowed along his throat. He did not shout. The crew felt it. "Wake the hunters," Rock said. Ow. Full warp. Full teeth, then slower, because discipline mattered more than rage. Non-lethal until I see them. It was a leash on his own instincts. It did not make them quiet. They reached the deployment bay fast, 18 warriors. Trained for boarding actions. Claws folded like knives. Eyes cold and bioluminescent. They were Karun. Apex predators from Stormworld plateaus. A species that settled disputes with dominance displays older than language. In that moment, they were not soldiers. They were a pack. Vesa, his second, stepped close. "The human vessel is small," Vesa said. "Cargo class. Low power. One drive cold. Small animals still bite," Rock replied. Vesa dipped her head. "If the cubs are harmed?" Raukh did not finish. He did not need to. The human craft hung in space like a bruised thing that refused to die. Patched plating. Burn-scored hole. One engine dark. The other barely alive. Scans returned fast. 1 adult life sign, human, and 2 smaller signatures. Karun cubs, alive. Raukh flattened his ears. "Breach," he said. Cutters hissed. Metal flowered. The airlock groaned and gave. The pack poured in. Silent, efficient, merciless, corridors tight for their frames. Emergency lighting, flickering amber, every shadow turning into a threat. But the first thing Rock noticed was not a threat. It was the scent. He expected fear, expected panic. Instead, he smelled exhaustion. Dried blood, burned insulation, and something warm. Something that did not belong in a wreck. A faint sweetness like crushed mountain root. The scent of dens, the scent of safety. Vesa noticed 2. "Commander, there is no terror marker," she said. Raukh followed the scent. The medical compartment door was warped by heat. He pushed it open, and the Alpha of Grimhowl stopped moving. A human sat on the floor. Back against the wall, female by scent profile and bone shape, dark hair stuck to her face with dried blood, a gash along her brow crusted over badly. Her left forearm wrapped in a crude splint. Her flight suit scorched where power had been forced through failing systems. The med unit hovered. Above her, dead. Power cell empty. She should have been unconscious. She should have been screaming. She was not. Because on her chest, under blankets, and her own jacket, slept a Karun cubs, pressed into the hollow of her collarbone. Like it was a nest made for them. Their tiny claws were retracted. Their bioluminescent markings pulsed, slow and steady. Deep sleep, the kind you only get when you believe nothing can hurt. One cub's ears twitched. Raukh recognized the silver notch KIRR, his son, the other. Smaller, darker, around the muzzle. Scylla, his daughter. Vesa raised her rifle. Rock lifted his hand. All weapons froze. No one breathed. The human's eyes opened. Brown, heavy-lidded. Focused. She did not reach for a weapon. She did not flinch. She looked at Raukh like she had been expecting him. Then she smiled. "You are late," she whispered. "What is your name?" Rock demanded. "And why are my young on your body?" The human swallowed like it hurt. "Nora," she said. Nora Hayes, her good hand moved. Not toward a weapon. Toward the cubs. 2 fingers brushed Syla's ear with careful gentleness. "They were in an escape can," Nora said. "Adrift. Beacon dead. Life support failing." KH flexed his claws. "Missing," he said. "I know," Nora said. "I did not sleep much." Vesa narrowed her eyes. "Why did you take them?" Nora looked at the rifle. Then back to KH. "I did not take them," she said. "I found them. Raiders hit the trade lane. I saw debris. I saw the can. I heard them inside." Raukh remembered the ambush. Pirates who learned too late, and the chaos an escape can launched. He had known. He had failed. "They were dehydrated," Nora said. Terrified, one had a burn on the flank. Her eyes dropped to Kerr, sleeping so hard his muzzle pressed into cloth. "They would not let me set them down," she said. "Every time I tried, they cried until they choked. Air held them." He said. Nora shrugged and winced. Scylla murmured in her sleep. Nora froze instantly to keep her steady. "Someone had to," Nora said. Raukh's gaze swept the burns on her suit. "Your ship is damaged," he said. "Plasma storm," Nora replied. "Took out my med unit." "Took out half the drive control." She exhaled through her teeth. "I lost my maintenance. Drone keeping the engine stable long enough to broadcast the beacon," she said. So she bled and burned and broke herself. For cubs that were not her species. Rock felt something old shift inside his chest. Not rage. Recognition pack law was not written. It was felt. Nora looked up at him. "I figured you would come angry," she said. "You should." "I would be. My daughter has been whimpering in sleep," Rock said. Nora softened instantly. "Not tonight," she said. "Tonight, she is running." Raukh stilled. "Tall grass," Nora whispered. "Blue sky. Wind that smells like rain before it hits." Rock rasped. "Our plateau. She has never been there." "Maybe she remembers it anyway," Nora said. "Or maybe she is hoping silence settled at 18 predators." Watched a human with 2 cubs asleep on her chest. Raukh unhooked his weapon. Not to aim it. To place it on the floor, the soft sound felt like thunder. One by one, the pack did the same. Weapons lowered. Safeties clicked. "We came for blood," Rock said. "We came to carve vengeance into your walls." Nora's eyes flicked to his open hand. "Yeah," she whispered. "I assumed. But we found something else," Rock said. Nora blinked. "We found pack," Rock said, tears gathered in Nora's eyes. "I just wanted them alive," she whispered. "They are," Rock said. "Because of you," Raukh moved with impossible gentleness. He slid one hand under Kerr, another under Slet. The cubs grumbled. They did not wake. They trusted the transfer. Rock passed them to Vesa, who held them like glass. Then Rock turned back to Nora. Up close, he saw the tremor in her hand, the shallow breathing of cracked ribs. She had been running on stubbornness. Human stubbornness. Pack stubbornness. Raukh slid one arm behind her, one beneath her knees. Nora tensed. "Easy," Rock murmured. "You carried our young. Now we carry you." Nora's breath hitched. She did not fight. She let her head rest against his chest. "Thank you," she whispered. The Grimhal medical bay was pristine and powerful. Nora's injuries were scanned and treated. Her arm set cleanly. Burns dressed. Fluids restored. She did not wake through most of it. Exhaustion finally won. Raukh sat beside, her recovery pod like a guard at something sacred. The cubs were back with their birth pack, but they refused to stay away. Again and again, KIRR and SYLA returned, pressing small paws to the transparent wall, as if checking she was still there then. Raukh's mate arrived, mare, scarred, moving like a blade. Mara took one look at the scene, 2 cubs curled at the base of the pod, a human sleeping inside it. Raukh sitting guard. Tell me, Mara said softly, that I am seeing what I think I am seeing. Rock did not look away. She is pack, he said. Mara exhaled once. The cubs chose yes, Rock said. Nora woke to warmth. Real warmth. Clean air. Soft light. A ship that was not dying. Her eyes opened. 2 cubs stared at her like she was the sun, and behind them stood Rock. Nora pushed herself up, wincing. Well, she rasped. This is new. Rock's mouth shifted, not quite a smile. You are healed, he said. Nora looked at the cubs. They okay. They're alive, Rock said. Because you refused to let them die. Nora swallowed hard. I did not do it alone, she said. They helped. Rock's eyes softened. They taught us something, he said. Nora frowned. What is that, Ro? Kach lowered his voice. That pack is not blood. His gaze dropped to Kerr and Sla. Pack is choice. Nora stared, then laughed once, small and relieved. Careful, she murmured. If you start talking like that, you will scare the galaxy more than your claws ever did. Raukh rumbled. Almost a chuckle. Let them fear, he said. They feared humans because humans survive. Now they will fear humans because humans protect. Kurt chirped softly. Scylla pressed her forehead to the pod, and Nora, against all logic, felt safe. Not because the predators were harmless, but because they were not, and they had chosen her anyway. Asterisk if you enjoyed this story. Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps a lot and keeps these Neon Cub Tales coming. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story on Neon Cub Tales.